And now, Hard Fact.
Hello, welcome back to Hard Fact 90.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. It's 9 minutes gone past 5 p.m. and conversation continues. We've got headlines 5:30 p.m. Major news tip of the hour or the next hour at 6. Is there such a thing as too much pressure on a child or a ward to get good grades? Can parents or guardians put too much pressure on a child or on children to pass examinations? Oh, take a look at this story, or get a load of this one, and then I'll get your responses afterwards. A story comes to the Punch newspaper. 19-year-old candidate who sued JAMB for 1 billion naira handed over to police. It's a slightly long story, so do bear with me. Now, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board said it has handed over a 19-year-old candidate in the 2021-2022 Unified Tertiary and Matriculation Examination to the police for investigation over what it described as result tampering. According to the board registrar, Professor Ishaq Oloide, who briefed journalists at JAMB's headquarters in Abuja on Friday, the candidate, Chinedu John, had claimed he scored 380 in the examination conducted in June, but was surprised to receive 265 from the board after the results were released. He said following alleged alteration of the UTME score, the candidate's father, John Ifenkbam, approached an Enugu-based lawyer, Akiazo Akaiwe, who wrote to JAMB for another opportunity for the boy to retake the examination and demanded 1 billion naira as damages. According to Oloide, the lawyer said the 1 billion naira was to cover for the physical and emotional trauma the boy had been through from being offered 2 separate schools. A candidate was said to have claimed that his UTME scores from 2019 to 2021 had been altered by the board, thereby denying him the opportunity to study his desired course, medicine. On Friday, the candidate, his father and lawyer traveled to Abuja, not today of course, to Abuja from Enugu State following an invitation by the management of the board led by Oloide. Initially, the boy was given a few minutes to come clean in a closed session with his father and lawyers about the results he was parading, but insisted that his original score from the examination was 380. After back and forth, the board tendered evidence to counter the claim by John and his legal representative. At the Friday meeting, documentary evidence tendered by the board showed that John actually scored 265 and not the 380 he had claimed. Now, Oloide accused the candidate of alteration, adding that he will be handed over to the police for investigation and subsequently prosecuted. The registrar said John was among 11 other candidates who allegedly forged the results and the board would prosecute. He said the original result issued to him would be withdrawn pending investigation. Oloide said, quote, "We have 11 of them who tampered with the results. 2 of them are already being prosecuted. The remaining ones, we are going to withdraw the results and prosecute them. The main purpose is to sanitize the system, including our own staff. There was never any communication of 380 with this boy. Because this boy has accused JAMB, we are going to withhold his results until the investigation is concluded. We are going to request that our interactions with him be subjected to the public." His lawyer, Ikiazo, appealed to the board to instead give room for further investigation. "I will not stand against investigation. Let there be investigation. But what I will not agree to is to prejudge him," he said. Earlier, John had said the result I have been receiving is not the result I'm entitled to. I wrote the first JAMB in 2019. The first time they sent 328 and later I saw 275 when I checked it. I printed it. I couldn't meet up for admission that year. I wanted to study medicine surgery at the University of Ibadan. In 2020, the same thing happened. I scored 343, but by the time I went to the portal to print, I saw 306. I used the 306 and it gave me admission in UI, but because I didn't have further maths, I had to forfeit it. I decided to leave medicine and surgery for them in 2021, so I picked petroleum engineering in 2021. JAMB issued me 2 results. I saw 380 the first time I checked, and then the second time I saw 265. But the board's public relations officer, Fabian Benjamin, claimed the candidate confessed to the crime. He said, "The candidate who was paraded for forging the board's results has confessed after the board discovered that he saved his sister's number on his phone as 55019 and used the phone to send the fake results to his phone. When he sends such results, they come as from 55019. Now, he pleaded for mercy that he had to do that when the result he got was not up to what could give him his desired program. What do you think happened here? Do you think that maybe this particular student felt pressured? Obviously, what he did was a crime. There's no denying that. And he's over the age of 18. He's 19 years old. So I imagine he can be tried or prosecuted as an adult. But do you think he did it because he was under some pressure from his parents, maybe, to get high grades? And does that happen to children, by the way? Do you think that it's sometimes under some undue pressure? Is there such a thing as undue pressure or too much pressure from parents or guardians to children or wards to get good grades in examinations? Let's talk about this for a bit. The numbers to the same lines are open. Call 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, or 0817 923 0007. We are live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH, and the WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. By the way, also live on YouTube. Just search for Nigeria Info PH on YouTube. Is there such a thing as too much pressure on students to pass examinations? Can parents or guardians put a little too much pressure on children to pass their exams? I've got Abraham on the line from Adedayo. Abraham, you're welcome. Please go on. Hello, Abraham, go ahead. Abraham, you're live. Go ahead. Abraham might be under some pressure as well, wherever he is at the moment. A reminder once again, we're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH, WhatsApp on 0809 030 6416. Headlines comes up 5:30 p.m. That's not too long from now. Of course, I do have a commercial break coming up in a moment. Well, let's get your take for now. For one thing, I find it extremely interesting that the students will be able to do a thing like this. I mean, the first year you got away with it somewhat. Second year got away with it. What would make this boy continue along this line? I'm quite curious to find that out. I'm wondering what's up with my phone lines right now. But do keep trying. The number to call once again 0817 93 0002, 0817 93 0003. Hello, Hard Factor, welcome. Hello. Hi, good evening, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Dayo.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, I think the young man was under pressure from the parents.
Really?
I think he thought that his desire cause will not be given to him, so they should pardon him. That's my take on that.
He made the father sue JAMB for 1 billion naira.
His father, they should have find out from him. Maybe he would have been on pressure that if he didn't get this, he won't go to school.
I'm sure he was.
So
asked.
that should be the issue. I think so.
But what did he think was going to happen when his father was filing the suit against JAMB? Did he think everything would just be?
I think the fault should come from the father because he didn't undergo a thorough investigation from the son. If he really made this call.
Okay. All right. So he believes that the parents, or in this case, or specifically the father, is to blame for not thoroughly investigating the score. But what? How could the father? What was the father supposed to do, really? You know, because the son had tendered. Of course, the JAMB official has explained now what happened. So what? Basically, apparently there's a number There's a number that JAMB uses in sending results to candidates. It's 55 something 55. Where's that number again? It's here somewhere. 55019. So he saved his sister's number on his phone as 55019. So that means any message that comes from his sister's phone or line to his phone would appear as being sent from 55019. What else was the father supposed to have done? Bob from Rumokoro, you're welcome. Please.
Yeah, Dayo. I am worried. What I'm worried is the kind of fathers that we have that will pass on the pattern of life to children.
What did the father do wrong in this case?
Look at the father quickly went to sue JAMB for 1 billion. He hasn't even interrogated or investigated his son, that the son could not make such a result. He wrote to sue JAMB for 1 billion.
No, how was the father supposed to interrogate the matter? Can you explain that?
I mean, his own son.
Yes.
See, you are your son. You gave it to that boy.
Mm-hmm.
You've been with him from day 1 to 19 years old. Every son knows the father, and every father knows the son. An orange cannot give birth to a guava. See, if I would have called him, are you sure this result is yours, is real, you can back it up? Before going further it shows how parents encourage corruption from childhood. Remember, Jesus at the age of 12 was asking questions. The mother knew him. That's what the father was able to advise the disciples to say, whatever my son says to do, do it. Some fathers are strangers to your children. Look at now, everyone is fighting. Your boys everywhere, from the age of 25 down. Quest for money. Humanizing. They are all over their parlor, eating joints. They want to spend money they can't even make. Because of the kind of home they come from. Because their father and their mother encourage them. And they say, my son alone, and he's the only one. Look at this one is just one. No. There are so many out there who are thinking of writing exam for them in the school. They come out of the school. Look at how you are anchoring your program. Look at the way you are anchoring your program. The English, as now they should bring application. Your pseudo. You will be surprised when they will write. You come out so. How are they going to teach you then?
So the father is responsible, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I want to see this thing that every place should buckle up, because we are
the point is made. I have to move on. Because Emmanuel from Rumokoshi, hi, go ahead.
Yeah, Dayo, good evening.
Hello, go on.
Yeah, before I go on to make my contribution, Dayo, I always complain this issue of when we call, instead of reaching you direct, somebody will pick the call.
Emmanuel, do you have a comment on what's been discussed right now?
I know, but
every system has a process. You either stick to that process.
You change it, Dayo.
Emmanuel, once again, for the last time, do you have a comment on the matter that's been discussed?
Okay, so going to the main issue, Dayo. So which offense is greater? Before you have just explained to us who changes the result, or can we second the result? And those universities that collect 250,000 to give admission.
I'm not sure I'm following your logic.
They will not give you the admission based on your JAMB performance. They will want to collect others, and they collected.
Emmanuel,
there is no time for me to give you a short story about what happened for this year.
I really don't want to hear the short story. Great to hear from me, man. I've got James from Ajip on the line. James, you're welcome. Please go on.
Thank you very much, Dayo.
You're welcome, James.
See, the truth is, the present day youth are something else. The fault is from the father because he doesn't know his child. Honestly, how many parents these days can comfortably say they know their children, what they are doing? This is why Yahoo is everywhere. These children can do anything.
James, I think my parents did a fairly. James, can you hear me? James, I think my parents did a fairly good job raising me, but I cannot say boldly that I never lied to my parents. I cannot say boldly I never misled them, and they believed me because they felt I was telling them the truth.
Of course. You need that.
Okay.
You know where the limit is. There are some things you know say, no, I can't. Abba, you have to complain. When you see your father deny the Elusakin. Hello?
Yes, James.
So I blame the father because he doesn't know his child. He should have called the child. Say, come, my son, sit down. Are you sure of these things?
Okay, I'm not proud of it, but once again, I'm sure on at least one occasion I may have misled my parents as well. Were my parents to blame for that time when I gave them false information?
Of course, I believe this is not the first time the man has discovered the child lied to him.
No. Let's leave this. I'm talking about myself now.
So at least we should have found out more.
Can you hear what I'm saying? Via WhatsApp, me thinks there's more to the story that we're being told. This guy knew the original results will be on JAMB's website and still went ahead to forge and sue. I don't think so. That confession may be forged. That's from Newton Akire. Via Facebook, Emmanuel in Wanikpo goes, so many parents are in the habit of pressuring the children to pass exams so that they can talk about it when they are with their friends and also give testimony in church. Stephen Igudu goes, is this a joke of the century? JAMB should do the needful and pay the boy for the colossal damage. Apparently, Stephen did not hear. Is not conversant or following the conversation. Peter in Yamgol goes, the father, in my opinion, didn't do anything wrong. He was just trying to stand up for his son. Any parent would want to do the same for their children. Talking about putting too much pressure on children, I don't think anything done within the ambit of the law to get results is wrong. We as parents owe our children a duty to push them to succeed. Back to WhatsApp. Although it might be difficult for... Oh, I think I've got a commercial break right now. I must tend to that at this time. I'll return in a moment shortly. Conversation will continue. Please stay with us.
Headline News, Nigeria Info on
92.3.
Headline News.
Hello, thanks for staying tuned. Here are the headlines. Appeal Court stops River State government from collecting VAT. Police parade boat driver turned kidnapper on Bonny Waterway. Court affirms suspension of embattled national chairman of PDP, Prince Uche Secondas. Forensics company says bullets expelled from firearms during #EndSARS protests in Lagos in October 2020 were from Nigerian Army. The foreign scene, Lebanon gets new government amid deepening crisis. In business, CBN to inject more dollars in banks to increase foreign exchange supply. And sports, Manchester City footballer Benjamin Mendy in court to face rape charges. Those are the headlines. Details at 6. Contact our newsroom on 0818 90017. For more stories, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Thanks for listening. I'm Adedayo Elusakin. Good evening.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
This is an infomercial on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Please listen to the following announcement. Royal Q Artificial Intelligence Training Seminar. The theme is maximizing your profits via Royal Q digital currency trading. Come and discover how you can earn passive income daily trading on digital currencies under Royal Q Artificial Intelligence. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because this could be that financial freedom that you have been looking for. Hurry now. Royal Q is changing lives. The venue is Lord Abbey Street, Elikaya Housing Estate, adjacent the basketball court, Port Harcourt. The time is 12 p.m. prompt. Date, Saturday, 11th September 2021. For inquiries and seat reservation, call or text YES to 0904 968 4800. 0904 968 4800. Admission is free.
We give the facts.
News entirely.
We give the evidence. Just to keep you informed.
News, weather.
I get my information top of the hour every hour.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
A clean surrounding is a collective effort.
Diseases could be avoided
with good hygiene practice. Be more responsible with how you dispose waste products. The environment will be better looking without litter and exposed garbage. We love our city clean. This message is from 92.3 Nigeria Info.
When knowledge meets action, information liberates. How informed do you need to be to thrive in a fast-changing world?
Listen to experts only.
Keep it dial locked on 92.3 Nigeria Info for the best of news, talk, and sports 24/7.
I am listening. Are you?
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
And now, Hard Facts.
Hard Facts with Dion.
Welcome back. Still had Factor 91.3 Nigeria Info and here in Port Harcourt. I'm Diet 25 minutes ago before 6 p.m. Top of the hour at 6. We've got the news, the major news that is. Open season comes up after that. Discussions continue for the moment, and the story once again. 19-year-old, story cuts it the punch. A 19-year-old candidate who sued JAMB for 1 billion naira handed over to the police. So Well, I read the entire story earlier. I won't do that again right now. But so this 19-year-old boy claimed that on three separate occasions, 3 different years, 2019, 2020, 2021, JAMB altered his UTME score. He would receive one score from JAMB by SMS. When he would go to print out the result, it would be a lower score. And the third time, his father couldn't take it any longer, contracted the services of a lawyer and sued JAMB for ₦1 billion. JAMB invited him over to Abuja for a meeting, and it was discovered by JAMB that allegedly the boy was forging his result. So he saved his sister's number on his phone as 55019. Apparently that is the number JAMB uses in sending results to candidates. So he would, using his sister's phone, send the result to himself, and it would appear on his phone as received by the number 5501, supposedly from JAMB, and that was how he was deceiving his parents thus far. Well, so I'm asking, what do you think happened in this case? And are parents putting undue pressure on their children to get good grades in examinations? Let's talk some more. The lines are open. Call 0817-923-0002 or 0003 or 0007. We are live on facebook.com/Nigerians4PH. And WhatsApp is on 0809-030-6416. Via Facebook, Abdulganiyu Jimo goes, most of the problems we face in our society is a neglect of parent responsibility. Tamano Tekena, Upso David goes, just imagine if that parent happens to be a high-profile person, so what would be the outcome of the matter? Jerry Osaro goes, I would advise JAMB to negotiate with the parents so as to avoid public condemnation. Once again, Jerry, take time to read the story or watch the video on Facebook, on our Facebook page, that is. We're streaming live right now. You can go back to start watching from the beginning of this particular discussion. I read out the entire story. It's obviously not what you think. I've got David on the line from Rumokoro. Hello, David, go ahead.
Hello, Dayo. Good evening.
Hi, go on.
So, I'm a bit confused here. For the father, at what point did trying to get justice for the son, trying to get JAMB to correct this cause, turn to a money-making means that he's suing for $1 billion? I would expect that he would be suing JAMB to release the son's correct result as against suing for money. I mean, at this point, I really think getting a correct result for the son was no longer an issue. They
were suing for two things. The lawyer sued that JAMB should let the boy retake the exam and then also pay a compensation of ₦1 billion.
Yeah, so that is my point. If they were very sure, I'm convinced that the son actually scored that point he claimed, then they should be seeking that the point should be restored to the son, not asking to take another exam.
Okay.
That's my take.
So what if they had asked for? What if they had asked for the score to be restored? Will it still be a bad idea to ask for ₦1 billion?
No. If you ask for the scores to be restored, and JAMB then restores the scores, then you can then have a claim to say, okay, in actual fact, you did something wrong by giving him the wrong scores. And then you can claim whatever up to high heavens you want to claim.
Okay, all right. Okay, David. Chikuli from Rumigbo, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Hello, Dayo.
Hi.
Just before I go on, they found out that the text messages were from him, or using his sister's phone to send a message to himself.
Allegedly.
And none of the 3 years was right. None of the 3 years, the result didn't come from JAMB.
Yeah, reportedly, yes.
I've not heard of that side before. But just back to your question, which is, are parents putting undue pressure? I would think, I should say no.
Okay.
But I think what we have is undue distraction. I think we have loads and loads of distraction for young people these days. It's difficult. I'm part of the people who think that parenting in this
century or this dispensation is going to be tougher than what our parents used to or what our parents face.
Okay.
The distraction these days is crazy. Every child wants to have an Android phone, a whatever phone. Yeah, technology and all those stuff are good, but the distraction it brings is a whole lot. It has got a lot of knowledge, and young people are not channeling that knowledge to the right or ideally where it should be.
But it's just like talking about your generation and that of your parents. When you were growing up, when I was a child, when I was learning my formative years, I obviously had more access to information than my parents did.
You probably had more information than your parents did.
Or more access to information than my parents did.
Yes, but the challenge with this current dispensation is the distraction that comes with the information now. The distraction that comes with the information. Then we didn't have as much distraction as the current people have.
Now, you know what I think? What I think? By the time this generation, you see, are being distracted, by the time they're having their own children, the access to information and information will even be more than what they have now.
Okay, then should I tell you what is happening, or what I also think is coming to play here?
Yes.
The parents of this Gen Z in quotes now, because I think that's the term they use. The parents of this Gen Z are not prepared enough, or didn't see that things will take this turn so quick. Like for us now, what is from? If we are to project in the next 20 years, you have an idea, oh man, it's not going to be easy, you need to be on your toes. But the parents of this current generation didn't know that things will turn so quick. And it's difficult for them to keep the pace, and most of them are getting it all wrong in how to, should I call it, parent these children or guide them along as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Possibly so, I suppose. It's quite possible that the parents, they didn't equip themselves for this. Didn't see it coming. Didn't update themselves. Got left behind, in a manner of speaking. Anyways, I do have to let things off for a moment. We've got got a commercial break coming up right now, and the major news is up at 6 p.m. Discussions continue right afterwards with open season. If you missed out on contributing to any matter discussed on the show thus far, I'll take your thoughts at that time when I return. Do please stay tuned. Hard Fast returns in a moment.